Welcome everyone. Today we will discuss care about the environment. So Nina, could you start the discussion with what you have discovered?
Sure. In my opinion, why we should be aware of our environment is because of human health. It's obviously we need a clean environment as it will directly impact our health. For instance, pollution, contaminated water and air can lead to respiratory issues, like disease and various health problems. Hence, by safeguarding our environment, we also protect ourselves from any health problems. Apart from that, we should take care of the environment for biodiversity in our earth. This is because the ecosystem holds a kind of variety species which is playing a crucial role. In fact, forests boast incredible biodiversity, housing countless species of plants, animals, and microorganisms. Thus, when we protect habitat, we preserve biodiversity and ensure the balance of ecosystem from being destroyed.
It seems very important for us to care about our environment in the world. But what are the effects if our society does not take seriously about taking care of our environment?
For me, failure to care for the environment can have wide range of negative consequences for ecosystem, human health, and overall well-being of the planet. Some of the most serious negative consequences include climate change. Human activities such as the combustion of fossil fuel emit greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane, which contribute to global warming and climate change. This result in greater intensity and frequency of weather event, rising sea level, and ecosystem damage. And as you know, certain states in our country always have flood because of this event. Loss of diversity is also one of the effects. Deforestation, pollinations, and climate change all contribute to biodiversity loss. This can cause species extinctions and disturb ecosystem, decreasing their ability to offer critical service such as pollination, water purifications, and nutrient cycling. These can cause flora and fauna endangered disaster. Simply put, diminished biodiversity imply that millions of people will confront a future in which food sources are increasingly vulnerable to pests and disease, and pure water is seldom and scarce.
Yes, I agree with your point. I would like to emphasize that it can also cause air and water pollution. Air and water resources can be contaminated by industrial activity, inappropriate disposal, and the use of hazardous chemicals. This pollution is harmful to human health, wildlife, and aquatic ecosystem. We are no virus and disease that have been a lot discovered by scientists. We should expect something worse for the next generation. For example, cardiovascular disease. Study has shown that exposure to air pollution can increase the risk of heart attack, stroke, and other forms of heart disease.
Yes, you are right. We should consider the well-being of future generations and play a role that maintaining a good environment in providing them with a better quality of life. Environmental pollution is increasing gradually and causing a serious impact on living organisms, including humans. What are the causes of environmental pollution?
Okay. One of the root causes that have been identified as leading to the problem of environmental pollution is the irresponsible attitude of individuals and organizations. This is clear because there is no civic awareness in them to take care of environmental conservation. Some individuals will arbitrarily throw garbage everywhere we get to the environment, and maybe they feel that it is a trivial matter when throwing a piece of tissue or leftover food on the side street. However, if you think about it, if there are 100 users who behave like that, the road will definitely be dirty and filled with garbage. Similarly, for organizations such as factories that carry out production operation that involve toxic waste in the production of their product. And then usually the factory will take the simple step when dumping the toxic waste directly into the sea and river if the factory is built close to the area. This will result in water pollution and factories that emit smoke without installing air filter will cause air pollution. This is due to the attitude of individuals and factory owners who are not responsible and sensitive to the surrounding environment. As a result of the environmental pollution, they have created themselves. That's it.
Moreover, among other causes, there is unsystematic development. When the government or the private sector plans to develop an area, they should think in detail about the negative effect that will arise, especially those involving the environment, and not focus on the benefits of development simply because the consequences of the development that will be carried out may cause the occurrence of water, air, and noise pollution that will be produced. Perhaps the use of too much machinery will produce noise pollution and air pollution if the high-tech machinery emits excessive smoke. As a result of the development projects, water pollution can also occur, especially during the rainy seasons. If the open land that has been cleared for the development project, such as red soil, flows directly into the nearby river or sea, this can affect the level of cleanliness of the water and threaten the life of the ecosystem in the water, which is turn leads to environmental pollution.
I think that another significant cause of environmental pollution is open burning. This can be seen following the burning of all trees in fields and forests for replanting. From one point of view, replanting is good for the environment, but as a result of open burning by some parties, it can cause air pollution. In addition to destroying the life of the flora and fauna around it, due to this open burning, the temperature of the earth is increasing and the weather conditions on the earth are getting warmer. This is the result of the open burning that is carried out, which eventually leads to environmental pollution and also affects human life and health.
Okay. The lack of role play by the government is also one of the reasons to the continued occurrence of environmental pollution at this time. The government should open its eyes and be more sensitive to the development carried out by all parties. Taking into account the pollution problem that will occur from each development project and not just looking at improving the standard of living of the community. This is very important to help reduce air, water, land, and noise pollution. And noise pollution as a result of rapid development and the behavior of some organization and community that lack civic awareness. Since the government does not play a role in evaluating this aspect, the problem of pollution is at a level that is become more and more worrying nowadays. Okay.
Alright. However, the use of motor vehicles such as car, motorcycles, trucks, and airplane is also one of the contributors to the occurrence of environmental pollution, such as air pollution and noise pollution. This is because every vehicle will release vehicle fume that contain dangerous gases. If the improvement in the standard of living of the communities continue to increase in the present era, then the level of pollution will also increase due to the increasing number of road users, especially who are comfortable using their own vehicle to move to destination that they want to go. So instead by using public transport, mm, which it can reduce the number of vehicles on the road. This will cause air pollution and further effect to the respiratory system and human vision, as well as the noise pollution produced by airplane taking off or landing, especially in the residential area close to the airport, which can affect human hearing. This clearly explains that the use of motor vehicle is one of the cause of environmental pollution.
Wow, there are various interconnected causes which often stem from human activities. How can we actively protect the environment and demonstrate our care for it?
Okay, environment refers to the natural surroundings and conditions in which we live. Unfortunately, this environment have come under serious threat. This threat is almost entirely due to human activities. These human activities has certainly caused serious damage to the environment. Most noteworthy, this damage risks the survival of living things on Earth. Therefore, there is an urgent need to save the environment. First of all, trees should be given massive attention. A tree is the source of oxygen. Unfortunately, due to construction, many trees have been cut down. This certainly reduces the amount of oxygen in the environment. Growing more trees means more oxygen. Hence, growing more trees would mean better life quality.
Similarly, I think that people must pay attention to forest conservation. Forests are vital for the environment. However, deforestation certainly reduces the area of forests around the world. The government must launch programs to conserve the forest. The government must make harming forests a criminal offense. Next, society can embrace the three R's: reduce, and recycle. One of the fundamental steps toward environmental protection is adopting the mantra of reuse, reduce, and recycle. By minimizing consumption, reusing items, and properly disposing of waste through recycle program, individuals can significantly decrease their ecology footprint. This is not only going to save the environment, but it also can apply characteristics to take care of the environment in future.
In conclusion, our responsibility to protect the environment is both urgent and collective. Recognizing the profound impact of human activities on the delicate balance of our natural surroundings, we must take decisive actions to mitigate the threats that endanger the very fabric of life on Earth. Planting trees stands out as a fundamental initiative, considering their role as oxygen providers. The rampant deforestation driven by construction and other activities has significantly diminished our tree cover, compromising the air quality we rely on. Therefore, fostering a culture of massive tree planting is not just a strategy, which is an imperative for sustaining life quality.
Thank you all for your thoughtful perspectives on this issue. Can anyone conclude with all your opinions as our conclusion today?
Yeah, sure. So for the conclusion of our topic today, practicing environmental care is not just a responsibility, but a collective commitment in caring about our planet for the future generation. By adopting this sustainable practice, the nature of conserving resources and supporting positive change can reduce the effect of climate change and preserve the balance of our ecosystem. Individuals, communities, and also the country itself need to unite in the pursuit of a greener and healthier earth. However, let our action encode the resounding message of environmental stewardship so that it will encode the importance of living in harmony with nature. Lastly, together we hold the key to a moral and sustainable future so that in our hand lies the power to nurture and protect this earth that we call home.
Thank you, everyone. That's all the time that we have for our discussion. We have had a fruitful discussion on caring about the environment. Hope to see you all in future discussions. Bye.